Gents, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to read from a book that I derived great value from just a few years ago. It's a classic and many of you may have heard of it before. It's the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And what I wanted to talk about today is one law in particular that I found to be very, very interesting and that I found to have helped me in my life, and that is concealing your intentions, or conceal your intentions. So I just want to read a little bit from this chapter. Keys to power. Most people are open books. They say what they feel, they blurt their opinions at every opportunity and constantly reveal their plans and intentions. They do this for several reasons. First, it is easy and natural to always want to talk about one's feelings and plans for the future. It takes effort to control your tongue and monitor what you reveal. Second, many believe that by being honest and open they are winning people's hearts and showing their good nature. They are greatly deluded. Honesty is actually a blunt instrument which bloodies more than it cuts. Your honesty is likely to offend people. It is much more prudent to tailor your words, telling people what they want to hear rather than the coarse and ugly truth of what you feel or think. Most important, by being unabashedly open, you make yourself so predictable and familiar that it is almost impossible to respect or fear you, and power will not accrue to a person who cannot inspire such emotions. If you yearn for power, quickly lay honesty aside and train yourself in the art of concealing your intentions. Master the art and you will always have the upper hand. Basic to an ability to conceal one's intentions is a simple truth about human nature. Our first instinct is to always trust appearances. We cannot go around doubting the reality of what we see and hear, constantly imagining that appearances concealed something else would exhaust and terrify us. This fact makes it relatively easy to conceal one's intentions. Simply dangle an object you seem to desire, a goal you seem to aim for, in front of people's eyes, and they will take the appearance for reality. Once their eyes focus on the decoy, they will fail to notice what you are really up to. In seduction, set up conflicting signals, such as desire and indifference, and you not only throw them off the scent, you inflame their desire to possess you. Now look, this is a book that divides opinions. Some people think that this is a very dark and morally questionable book, and I think it would be the case if you were to follow every single law to the point. But the author of this book, Robert Greene, laid out very clearly within the book that this is not how he conducts his business. This is not how he recommends people to conduct their business, but this is rather what he found out when studying how people historically have attained power, the exact things and strategies that they put in place to attain power. And as much as I don't agree with word for word what I've just read out, what I will say is that concealing your intentions is very, very beneficial. It's said within the book, within that particular chapter, that people that blurt out their opinions and tell everybody their plans are stupid, pretty much. And I would say if you are a person that is letting everybody know your plans and goals and aspirations on a public scale, then that's something to be wary of. Because look, the reality is, when you tell people the things that you are going to do or want to do or aspire to do before you've done them, it puts pressure on you to do them. You can say that's a good thing, but if there was something out of your control which stopped you from achieving the thing you wanted to achieve, nobody's going to care whether it's your fault or not. They're simply going to judge you for the thing that you said you were going to do and didn't end up doing. And there's another element to this as well. When you let people know your intentions, when you let people know your goals, aspirations, dreams, you put a target on your back, because believe it or not, guys, not everybody cares to be your friend. Not everybody has good intentions towards you. And something I learned after reading this book was that, look, I need to shut up more. I need to do the things that I said I was going to do, between myself, between the little conversation I have with myself, and not talk about it and not advertise the things I was doing. You see, when I was younger, growing up on social media, if I was doing something, it would be advertised, it would be public. I'd want people to see the good things that I was doing. But what I was really doing was just putting a target on my back. It had the opposite effect. I wanted people to look at me and respect me, but actually they're looking at you and they're kind of plotting against you. They're kind of preying on your downfall. And one thing I learned after reading this book was, as I said, to shut up and just do the things that I said I was going to do without having to tell people about it. Now, of course, your friends and your family, don't conceal your intentions from them. Let them know. They can hold you accountable. They can inspire you. They can give you some extra motivation. They can help you out. But on a wider scale, guys, it's a really, really good practice to conceal your exact intentions from the public. And I'm not saying be this mysterious figure that nobody can figure out. You know, having an element of mystery to you is a good thing. Adds a bit to your character. I'm not saying be this mysterious guy that nobody can figure out at all. I'm just saying don't advertise anything and everything you do for everyone to see. Because as it says within the 48 laws of power, people can figure you out too easily. People can read you like a book. People can guess your next steps all the time. There is no mystery. Again, I said don't be massively mysterious. You don't have to turn into this guy who nobody can figure out. But on the other hand, don't be the guy who everyone can figure out. Find a nice balance in the middle. But definitely stop telling people that you're not sure about, telling people that you don't know if they really like you or have the best intentions towards you, your plans, your goals, your aspirations. Save that for your friends, save that for your family, save that for the people who genuinely care. Because you'd be really surprised who is looking at you, who's watching you, who's waiting for you to slip up and fall down. Eagerly. So yeah, I don't know guys, this was what I wanted to come on and talk about today. It's just something that I've been thinking about today. Something that popped into my head and I thought I'd want to read from a bit of great literature from Robert Greene and hopefully put my own twist on things and provide some value to you. If you guys haven't read this book already, I would really recommend it. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. It's an international bestseller and available for $18.99. So it's a no-brainer, and as much as it is a book that divides opinion, as much as at times it can be very dark, I believe it is very, very necessary in the modern world with all the backstabbing and things that go on. If you don't read this book, I think you are more susceptible to bad things happening to you. So, as much as you don't need to follow it word for word and page for page and chapter by chapter, it's important to know the information within, because without it, without the knowledge about how bad people can be, you're going to be susceptible to being a victim, and you don't want to be a victim. So I'd recommend greatly that you purchase that book and hopefully derive some value from it the same way I did. But look guys, if you took some value from this video today, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for much more from me. And look, if you are a young guy who is looking to make some changes in your life and you're looking to improve, get stronger, get fitter, improve your education, improve your skill set, feel free to join my free men's Discord community with a group of like-minded guys who are the same way inclined and are wanting to improve their lives. There's about 23 guys in there right now, and we are all supporting one another, helping one another to grow. And if you like the sound of that, it's a no-brainer. Go and join the community. The link's going to be down below in the description of this video. Once again, it's absolutely free. And look, if you are interested in hopping on a one-to-one coaching call with me, the link is down below also. All you got to do is book yourself a slot and I will see you on the other side. But look guys, that's all from me today. I really appreciate your time and your attention, and I will see you in the next one.